This is a tipping point. One of the things I found, and Karen and I and the family, as we traveled around the country, and we heard from you. We heard about the anxiety that people had, the concern that they had about not just the economy and the unemployment rate and radical Islam and our national security or the horrible deficit situation we're in or the size of and scale of the change. People were concerned about fundamentally what is going on in America, whether there's a realignment as a result of the policies of this administration. We know we've been sort of inexorably going more and more toward bigger government and more government control of our lives, but we've seen over the past several years the accelerator being pressed down, and all of a sudden, whether it's our culture, as we've seen from some of the changes in policies of President Obama, whether it's our culture, dealing with the institutions of marriage and life, the institutions that are the bedrock of our society, whether it's that or whether it's the role of government in our lives, the role of the federal government, but the role of the interaction between who is the master and who is the servant.
When we're judged, are they going to say that when this moment of crisis came, we stuck our head in the sand, we surrounded ourselves with our creature comforts, and we said the problems are too big and we're too small, someone else is going to have to fix it? Or are we going to say that at this time of crisis, we stood for our principles? We stood up for freedom and liberty in this country and around the world. We were willing to make the difficult decisions that needed to be made in order to make our country great for our children and grandchildren, and to make this century the second American century, not the beginning of the decline from the first American century. That's the stakes, everybody.
You already know that this economy is not in a recovery. You already know that there are businesses who are hanging in there despite the policies of this administration, not because of the policies of this administration. You already know that we've got the resources to become energy independent if Washington, D.C. would just get the hell out of the way.